Hello. Oh, I can't see. I have glasses on.
Would you want to wear mine?
No, I want to.
Hi. Alton Brown here. I'm not going to say, oh shit, like I did last week. Well, I mean, just said last week I was very surprised. We're not making pizza. We're not. We're not going to make pizza tonight. I'm sorry.
We keep threatening pizza.
It means I'm going to have to clean the grill. No, we're not having pizza. Stop. People stop typing pizza. We're not making pizza now. We're going to make something else. Something. We have a lot of glare off of our art back there. Could you be just a little taller and then they won't see that anymore? There.
I grew.
You grew. We're not making pizza. You guys you're gonna have to put up with a different food. We will make pizza.
How good pizza is, and we'll make pizza someday.
No,
we could do it at.
I keep forgetting.
Look, I'm three. Look at this.
He keeps. So, I got her one of the new Swatch NASA special edition chronographs. It's a big funky thing. It's
I
like
think we're reaching the point of a bit of ridiculousness.
Well, you got an Omega, a Seiko, and a Swatch.
We watched
and what's
Seiko.
interesting, I'm sorry, you have two Omegas. These are all owned by the same group now. They're all owned by Swatch.
Well, see, I'm a company girl.
You're a company girl. We're not going to make pizza. Next week, we're going to make pizza. Here's the thing. She's working to get how many restaurants done?
Why is this hard?
What?
The pizza thing.
Because now they just want to see us respond to the word pizza. They want to be able to type in pizza and have us go, pizza. Right? Like little dancing like monkeys on a chain. Get a watch sponsor. We can't get any sponsors at all. Nobody. Nope. Don't even say it. Don't even say the name. Nope. We'll be drinking.
Why you not love us?
Tonight. No, it's okay.
Why you not love us?
It's fine.
Why you not love us?
You know why? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Look, here's the deal. She's really busy finishing up a restaurant. I have a book manuscript. The fourth and final Good Eats book manuscript is due July 1st.
Final countdown.
You promised you would never sing Final Countdown again.
I didn't remember that promise.
You don't? I've got it written down someplace. I have it written down someplace. Anyway, so
what's a song that you would like from the 80s?
I hate Final Countdown.
There are songs that you love from the 80s where I'm like...
Name one.
I wish I had known.
Name one. Name one song. What the hell is that? What's near?
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh my God.
Na.
Thank you. Another user.
Boys of Summer.
Thank you.
Is that what that sounds like?
Yes, that's exactly what that sounds like to me.
Days of Summer. Out on the road today.
Bama, y'all. We ain't
saw
Bama.
a Deadhead sticker on a Cadillac.
Okay.
A little voice inside my
No.
head said, don't look back. You can never.
You can never
I knew
actually.
what love was. What did I know?
Clearly.
Well, it's
You
better
made me
than-
listen to it several times. It kept coming
It's a
on once
great
again.
song. I'm sorry, it's a great song. Listen, so I'm trying to finish the story so we can get down to the business, which is at least drinking. So I have this manuscript, and so I'm also doing most of the photography for the book. Hi, Francis. Francis, split a tooth and has to go to the doctor. Hope they don't just put you down, old man. Anyway, yeah, that's Boys of Summer. Sorry. Well, I didn't do it for me. Anyway, I've got to finish this manuscript, so I haven't had time to make pizza dough. I promise that I will make pizza dough.
I don't know if it was just reaching for
No,
you.
he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I clearly
he
see
was.
your hand manipulating the dog.
No.
I will make pizza dough for next week. It takes time, and I've been really busy, and I need to make just
And
some
there's the
overnight.
non-gluten-free, because you did the gluten-free for me a couple weeks ago.
Oh, it's gonna be gluten.
I got it. But it's really, the gluten-free was really good.
However, if you want, we could do breakfast for dinner, and I could make my gluten-free pancakes, which I'm convinced are the best pancakes I've ever made. Your call.
I don't need no stinking gluten.
Well, there won't be any gluten
I know.
because they're gluten-free.
I'm saying, you don't need no stinking gluten.
Well, a lot of people think that you do, but you don't. So what we're going to do tonight instead is we're going to make a banha cauda, which is
this is my request.
This is her request. So banha cauda is basically a giant. Well, it's not a giant. It's a hot dip from the Piedmont region of Italy. It means hot bath in Italian, but what's funny is if you look it up in Portuguese, it means something else. Because in Portuguese, cauda means tail. So it means hot tail.
Woo!
Which I like. I think
Like puttanesca,
a big.
pasta, isn't it?
We can have puttanesca and Portuguese
Bagna
bagna cauda, but we're not going to. So bagna cauda is a very garlicky, very anchovy forward hot dip that you basically it's the crudité. What the hell does crudité mean anyway? What does crudité mean? Somebody look that up. I'm not a big crudité fan.
A little bite, isn't it? I thought crudité was the vegetables.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Well, this is like.
Well, I know, but okay.
What you serve in a bagna cauda is a crudité, but unlike a lot of American crudités, which are better cooked a little before they're served, you never do that with a bagna cauda, as far as I know. Have you ever had a bagna cauda with blanched vegetables? Always raw.
Always raw.
So we're in the process. We didn't think that you guys wanted. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. So because it's a big night. It's a big night. At least if you're. Are they tadpoles?
What?
Who the hell said that?
Maybe they're
Sasha
talking amongst
says
themselves.
Tadpoles? Are you guys having some other? Are they talking about something else in our?
Oh, maybe it's on the.
They want to know if these are tadpoles. If your art is tadpoles,
Maybe those
they
are
want to know if that's
tadpoles?
tadpoles. We don't have any
Could
tadpoles.
you clarify your?
Could you clarify
query?
the tadpole query? Because it's.
It's going back too fast.
That's the same person. QQ Pop. Sasha. We don't understand. Oh, okay. So we're gonna get some cooking done. We've got a gift that we want to show off that we got this week, and then of course there's gonna be a cocktail.
And whoever sent the 2 stuffed duckies, first of all,
What the hell were you
Francis
thinking?
and thank you.
Thank you.
You know, you open a box, you're like, okay,
Is one
stuffed
here?
duckies, whatever. No, Francis,
Destroyed?
no,
The ducks?
loves them.
But there's one here.
No,
They're both
no,
at the
no,
office.
No, both at the office.
So
But that dog,
it takes forever to get a drink.
okay.
Listen, you can start drinking any damn time you want. Nobody's holding you
The
back.
anchovies are tadpoles. Oh, okay.
No, they're not. So thank you for the duckies, which Scabigail
thanks
did not get to enjoy. Francis.
It's his.
Scabigail.
Loons! Loony!
Oh my God, she's non-responsive.
Clear. Is she sad about the duckies?
Are you sleeping? What's the?
Because I was picking him up?
I don't know.
Okay, well, all right. So, yes, it takes forever to get a drink around here. Got
It
it.
does take forever to get a drink around here. So here's the deal. I have 10 cloves of garlic that I simmered in water, peeled them and simmered them in water for about 10 minutes. So they're soft now. This could traditionally also be done in milk. If you were hanging out in the Piedmont, you're not going to eat this. You don't want this.
I don't know about this
want
milk
this.
thing.
Milk is a common thing, but we decided not to do it because the truth is we don't keep milk in the house.
We don't. Why?
We don't, because it's traditional. So I have we have a heavy cast iron enamel vessel, baby moths. This one's a Lodge, but maybe Lodge wants to be a sponsor. We have Lodge. Look, we can even prominently.
Oh, look.
Or look, we could even be like, gee, what kind of pot do you think we should use?
Maybe the Lodge.
Well, which one? We've got so many. That's the problem with Lodge. There are so many
many
quality
good pots.
choices to
How
make.
does one decide?
How does one decide? I don't know. But I think that tonight we'll go with the enameled cast iron. What a stunning color this is. And look, what's that say down there on the bottom?
Oh, it says Lodge.
Oh, hell, it does, doesn't it? Okay, so a small, heavy-duty cast iron, in this case, Lodge, which could totally be a sponsor, pot. So the softened garlic goes in. I need to measure out something, so I'm gonna give this.
No, don't hand me because everybody yells at me.
Oh, everybody! Well, can you open the oil? I'm not going to use really good olive oil for this. Not the really, really great stuff. Not that the California brand is bad.
And I have my banished we have avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil,
and light olive oil. You have banished canola oil from the house. I can't.
Mark, what do you want me to do?
Can you open that?
I did.
Oh,
done
shit,
it.
you sure did. Sorry. We need a cup of oil. So a lot of oil is going to go into this. We're going to put this over low heat. I'm going to put this stunning Lodge cast iron skillet. Lodge.
This
Our
confuses
newest.
me.
Why?
It says 1 cups.
1 cup. No, cups on that side, ounces on that side. So 8 ounces, 1 cup. But I get what you mean because it should just be cup.
It says 8 ounce,
1
1
cup.
cups.
Yeah, it should. Well, clearly the people at OXO who make everything and very well.
Except the
No,
grammar
no,
is
don't
up
say
there.
that because we're looking for sponsors and OXO is international. Okay, so there we go. Next up,
Yikes.
thank you, is the anchovy part of the equation. So we're going into the chamber of moths. I don't see any. Stop singing Final Countdown. Look at this, would ya? Well, we'll get a cocktail and then we'll talk about flowers of the week. So the next ingredient is anchovies. This is Oritz brand, the finest. This is pretty good. Honey, it's almost time to get more Oritz. No, Ortiz, sorry. It's
How
hard.
many jars
It's
do
hard
you
to.
want?
It's hard to juice for sponsorship when you can't say the name.
Ortiz.
Ortiz
Isn't it
anchovies
the same company that
are the
does
center of every
cans that
meal
you
in
like?
our. That's somebody else.
We
Here,
love
I'm going over.
Ortiz.
Here, can you hold this while I'm gonna. Here, just set it down. So some of you are like, oh my God, he's gonna use some anchovies. No, man, I'm gonna use all of the anchovies. This is a 3.5 ounce jar, and I'm gonna actually just start.
Healthy omega-3 goodness. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Should we leave you alone with your jar? Well, now that's not the brand that you
Hush.
teased them with earlier.
Hush.
Okay.
I looked up their financials. This is who we want to talk about. Ortiz. Actually, I think that the intros are just not quite as good. So we're going to let this sit and think about what it's done, and then we're going to mash it up, and then we're going to do something that you would not think rational. We're going to add butter to it.
Butter.
Yeah, we're going to finish it with butter.
So, and I do question that. I know it's the thing, and I saw it, and I know it, and I made it.
Oh look, Robbie's sending us a little vomit icon.
Is that the anchovy?
Yeah, I guess.
Robbie, you're on the wrong channel, honey.
Yeah, really. Okay, so the heat, let's just get a check here underneath this great Lodge vessel. I'm going to turn the heat just a little bit. What we don't want is we do not want that garlic to brown. Now, ideally, I would have cut it up a little bit, but I'm lazy, so I didn't, and I'm just going to mash the hell out of it because I just don't care. Somebody says they love you, and now everybody keeps saying drink. I'm going to put the lid on just for a minute. Well, apparently it's not a cooking show, it's a drinking show.
It's a drinking show.
It's a drinking show
It's like a bar with food.
with flowers. We'll talk about the flowers after we drink. So this week we're going to allow Elizabeth to do a bit of a taste test on something. We drink in the summertime a fair amount, actually year round. We drink a fair amount of vermouth, but we very rarely. I drink dry vermouth. Am I doing that thing where I talk too fast? You're already like cutting things up to go into the banicata.
No.
So
there's no
drink
way.
and then so we drink a lot of vermouth, and we're going to make a vermouth cocktail, a very simple one that most of you probably already know tonight. But I wanted to get down to what would be the very.
What? God.
His hair's falling out. He's disgusting. Not to mention dead.
Do you see? Look, first of all, I hairsprayed him. He'd been hairsprayed.
So.
He's very perky. He's got more hair than you do.
Whip.
Well, on his head. On your head.
Have you seen the floof that I can grow?
The other morning, he was
I can floss with my chest hair
while it's on you.
without disconnecting it. Age, what the hell? We're going to be looking at two of our favorites. This
is a terrible taxidermy. This isn't a bad taxidermy.
This is terrible
worst taxidermy.
Maybe they're
Sebastian.
referring to
I don't know
the
what
website.
you would look like when you've been taxidermy, though. Let's just ask. Would you be any better? I don't think so.
I hope that you will taxidermy. Is that even legal? I don't think so.
Can
Can I get back to this? So we have here two Italian-based or Italian-originating sweet vermouths. These, of course, aromatized wines. They start with wine. They have to be, I think, 75% wine. They have spirit added to them and then other aromatics. We have Puname, which is darker, or Pontames, which has been around since 1867. And then we've got the famed Antico pour whatever the hell it is, which has been around.
Not sound like
circle
a family
back.
beverage.
It's been around since 1786.
I really like the logo.
So,
I like the font. Roy, if you're watching, we like the font here.
so Elizabeth's going to taste.
Roy, you there?
You know what we're going to be having for a cocktail tonight. So I just want you to do a blind taste test. Now, you don't have to be blind yet. I'm going to mix them up. Oh, there was a moth in that glass. Sorry.
It's a hazard around these parts. I have ordered more moth.
I swear, we live on the set of Silence of the Lambs.
No, they'd be much larger and more beautiful.
You're
Plus,
right.
there would be a well in the basement, and precious would not
Okay.
be.
All right. Close your eyes, and I'm going to mix these up, and I'm going to put one in your hand, and you're going to taste it. Oh, you're going to want some water to cleanse that bit. Hold on.
Can I get to gargle and spit for your viewing pleasure?
If you want to spit, you can.
Moth tequila. That makes sense.
Okay. No looking, because you'll recognize the difference. I'll put the glass in your hand. I want you to smell it. Take a moment. Taste.
I already know.
Tell us about the flavor.
It's not smoky, but it's definitely got a burnt caramel back end.
Okay. A burnt caramel back end.
Uh-huh.
If I had a nickel.
For every time. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. I mean, it's definitely to me, it's like a sherry.
What other flavors are in there? Can you detect anything
I'm
else?
so bad at that. Orange.
Okay. All right. Orange. Absolutely. Okay. Now here's a sip of water. Do you rate it? No, don't.
That's an 8. I mean,
Sip.
it's just
It's just the water. Do you want to spit?
No.
I have a spit vessel for you. All right, here comes number 2. I guess you can. No, I don't want you to look.
definitely lighter, less burnt. More like maybe cherry. Not as orangey, but definitely less complex, less
More berry.
more berry, cherry berry. Okay, but not. I like the other one much better.
What do you think you're drinking?
This is an Antico, I think.
That is the Puntamay.
Oh, I see. That I didn't know.
So you prefer the Antico.
Which is funny. I think that the label makes me think it's going to be more fruity and such.
Because it's got all that frilly shit going on. That would be our tagline if they were a sponsor.
All that frilly
Is,
shit
despite
going
all
on."
the frilly shit going on, this is not a super fruity vermouth.
No.
Okay, so
But they're both really drinkable to me, but I tend to like
okay. Well, I'm going to now. I want to try them.
there are things happening in the pot. Things are happening.
Shit. Nothing. It's all fine. It's okay. It's
It would
okay.
have been fun if it had been
What?
flambe.
I didn't burn it.
Does anyone have the time? Well, I've got 3 different times because none of my watch is still. Let's see. It's 7:23. It's also 7:13, and it's also 7:25. You go with whatever time you feel. Why 3? I don't know,
Thank
you're
God
loading
for
me up
that
and I keep
lunch.
wearing them.
Anything else would have burned. I'm wearing a stunning, old, beat up Universal Genève that I usually wear on a leather strap.
changed the
But
strap
I
out.
decided today to put it on a vintage Spidell
You know what you're doing?
strap, and I
Funny.
kind of think that I'm kind of liking it.
You've been reading the Chinatown book, and you're starting to talk like Jack a lot
I've been
more.
reading this book about Chinatown, and I think that it's starting. Is it starting to affect
Yes,
the
you're
way
starting
I
to
talk?
talk a lot like Jack.
I'm not gonna talk like J.J. Geddes. Goddamn floor shoes. We have a problem with the movie Chinatown. Okay, cocktails. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get some glasses.
We're gonna have 2 glasses.
What?
That was a good fun taste test though, because obviously I was wrong. I mean, doesn't this this would be more?
I don't think there's a wrong here.
No, I mean not whatever. I guessed.
I think we're gonna go. Let's go for Colin's glasses. How about
This is why packaging is important, because this does not tell the accurate story to me.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
When will your new book be for sale?
My what?
Your new book.
Um,
Later.
Not until next year. They have to print it and all that fun business. So we're gonna do this in Colin's
yes, you read
glasses. Well, it's almost written. Then I gotta edit it. We would do this in stemware, but we don't have clean stemware. So I don't care. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go equal portions. It's okay. It's all right. I already got these. And I rinsed the mods out. Come back. You're between me and drinking. You promised when we got married you wouldn't.
What's wrong with these?
Because this really needs to be served with soda. It's finished, so I think it needs to be on the rocks. It needs to be something taller. So we're gonna go equal portions of vermouth, and I'm gonna have the Puname. I'm gonna go about that much. We're just gonna eyeball this because I'm sick of measuring crap. You're gonna get the Antica, or the Antica, or how the hell ever you say it. You're not you're what?
I'm not satisfied with Colin's glass choice.
Well, what do you want to drink out
I
of?
don't know, this smells so freaking good.
I can't let it.
We need smell-o-vision. Oh my god, it smells so good.
I think I may actually blend it. Okay, now we're gonna go within about an equal portion of Campari, the lifeblood of summer, and my personality's official poster beverage because it's bitter like me. Then ice.
Do you think you'd be as bitter as you are if you had not drunk so much Campari?
You think
and
what?
Coffee? Would you be as bitter as you are if you had not drunk so much Campari?
No.
Pretty this
The
is.
Campari kind of extracts the bitterness out of me.
It doesn't. It's not out of you.
Because there's not a lot of room.
Imbues.
Soda.
Yeah. Problems? There we go. The consummate host digging around. That's yours.
No, that's the Antica. That's the one you wanted. So I'm sorry.
Oh, so you're doing one with Quintonese? I missed
Yeah.
that whole.
Well, you were
Marveling at them.
for glasses, and then we're gonna finish this with some soda. So the whole point here is that this is basically a Negroni without the gin,
Which,
because we're just not having gin this
But-
week. I don't want to talk about gin.
we had a sponsor.
If we know we're not.
No.
We don't have
but
any
honestly,
fucking sponsors. So
Look, here's the thing. I love a Negroni as much as the next
But they're
girl, maybe
heavy.
more so. Right. So what? You don't even need it now that I've decided that the Americano basically, well, it is.
wait a second. You just said we don't need gin.
I don't think this cocktail needs it. Okay. I just don't. A gin and tonic needs gin. Obviously.
I don't like to stir mine because I like the gradation.
You like it pretty, like a tequila sunrise? Kind of?
Just another tequila sunrise. This is the Americano, famous drink. Has other versions called other things, but we're not going to get into that.
Not to be
because-
confused with a coffee drink.
Not to be confused with a coffee drink. Cheers. My
Cheers.
sweet. So what I like to do, swirl it around a little, have a couple of big gulps, and then add a little bit more soda. infinitely quaffable, much lower in alcohol than a Negroni. You had quaffable, drinkable, quaffable.
Quaffable is one of those words like scrumptious.
No, it doesn't. Scrumptious sounds too much like scrotum. You know, it's like, I don't like this underwear because it gets me all scrumptious. See what I mean?
Like bunched up in your scrotum?
Yeah.
So scrumptious.
Like, I'm all scrumptious. I'm scrumptious up inside because of this thong. I'm wearing it. I'm not wearing any. I am wearing it. I'm not wearing a thong. I'm going to go over here. So while our binding powder continues to cook away in this stunning piece of Lodge enamelware, as you can see, I wish you could smell it because it smells pretty gosh darn great around here. I'm going to slowly start kind of mashing everything up. Now we've got the option of going into the blender with this to make it into a smooth paste, and I mean a smooth sauce, and I may just do that. I wish you could smell this because it is pretty stupendous and not much else needs to go in here. Okay, just breaking up that garlic. Now my wife is breaking down some vegetation. I've never actually watched the way you like to cut up green peppers.
I don't cut them up very often because you don't often have them.
Why? Because they suck. I will not accept sponsorship by the Green Bell Pepper Board. I am not a fan of green bell peppers, but I understand that they are traditional for this. But look what else we've got. We've got cauliflower, and well, I'll get to that in a second. We've got some fennel. I want somebody to explain to me why this has a rubber band around it. Is it a yellow belt in karate? I mean, it's not being held to anything. And guess what? If I take this off, it isn't going to matter. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are already getting bored and plan on tuning off to go watch something else, please do remember that at 9 o'clock tonight on Chopped on Food Network, the beginning of what's called the Maniacal Basket Tournament. I think tournaments should be fought with lances and blood and all of that, but apparently they do them differently. You guys may remember that last year we asked you to nominate really horrible foods. A lot of those suggestions were taken. A lot of your videos will be shown during the tournament. So it's 5 weeks. It starts tonight. It's terrible. I mean, terrible, because I forgot that if you're on Chopped, you have to taste the food. And then after that, so that's at 9, and then at 10 o'clock tonight, the final season of Good Eats The Return, which has been on Discovery Plus, the online service, since February, I think, is going to start premiering on Food Network. So you'll get 2 episodes tonight that have never been on TV. One called Marrow Minded, about bone marrow, one of my favorite shows ever, and another one called In Cold Brew. That's about the brewing of cold brew coffee. So please watch those. I will be tweeting live, old school, with Post-it notes. I brought home a fresh pad, so I'm going to be blowing up Twitter with Post-it notes tonight from 10 to 11 o'clock. So back to the food now and the drinking.
Happy to know
What?
that,
What?
I mean,
You're happy to
it's
know
not-
what?
Well, this set is just a minor character, but it was fun to do your set, and I'm glad that it gets
You did a
seen
fantastic
more.
job on this set. It's
fun.
a beautiful set.
It was fun to do. You know.
Maybe we'll get to do something else with it. Who knows?
Who knows? All right, I'm taking off the yellow rubber band. Just
I know,
stand back,
something made
everyone.
explode.
Meow.
Oh, nothing happened. It wasn't so special after all.
Maybe it's just the yellow band, the rubber band board.
So,
Rubber band.
is there a plan for how you're gonna? I'm not good with crudité.
But you're good with everything food-wise. No, I'm just.
I was joking. I'm joking.
You know, that's gonna make me cut myself. Actually, if you jump, I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna
Why are
stay
you
away
jumping?
from the
There
cutting
we
process. I'm just gonna stay.
That's probably
I'm gonna
worse.
get ready to blend the
Blend.
the stuff.
Blend away. I have a question about anchovies because I've always loved them on pizza. I'm one of those weird people, even as a kid. I did. Why are they so salty? I mean, I'm assuming they're
Well,
salted.
traditionally they're cured in salt. They're salted to preserve them. That's why. So that's and even the ones that go into a jar or can tend to and are heat treated are also salted. So
Right, but
this
no
is-
other fish is quite so
This mixture is going to be pretty gosh darn salty. No question.
salt. Yeah, I didn't know why salt, like anchovies over sardines over.
I'm gonna blend this. This isn't supposed to look like this. This is called.
It's one of those examples where I ask a question and you just like keep on rolling. I'm really curious why anchovies are so salty as opposed to like sardines are a lot less salty and mackerel is a lot less salty.
Well, for one thing, both mackerel and sardines are partially heat treated, cooked in the can. Traditionally, anchovies aren't. They're salted like capers are, so they're preserved. I thought I answered you.
You said preserved, but okay.
Preserved meaning that even the ones that are jarred or canned have been preserved already by the salt, traditionally. You can still find some anchovies that aren't, but very, very few. And also, it's much harder with a fish that's that small.
Got it. I guess. Okay. Because I loved eating, I loved to eat as you do too.
You can get fresh
can of
sardines. I will eat a can I'll eat a can of anchovies.
Yeah.
Won't you?
They're really salty.
They're like the olives of the sea. We also have bread to dip our bunny cowda in, but I want to get this blended. So Elizabeth picked us up this beautiful local Italian sourdough, so we're going to be using that. And can I show them a trick?
Trick away.
So we love cauliflower. I'm never going to use broccoli in a crudité. I think it's nasty. But occasionally you get a cauliflower that it's got just a little bit of the blacky stuff on it. A little bit of, it's not quite mold yet, but it's going a little bad. I'm not about to like not serve this, but I also don't want to take a knife and go gouging on this. So I'm a very, very big fan of these ceramic slicers. You see me use these on Good Eats. It's got a little bar in the back that allows you to set the thickness of the cut between 0.5 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 2 millimeter, and 1.3 millimeter. So what I do is I just take that sucker and just kind of shave off.
Kind of knock it off.
Now I've made a mess, but ordinarily I would have done this over the sink, but I don't have a camera over there. So I'll get one of my other favorite multitaskers and clean up the mess. Something is making my nose itch badly.
I don't know what it would be unless you developed a allergy.
I don't know. You brought home a Jeff Vandermeer novel and a giant jug over here. It moved a minute ago. So I may be allergic to some toxin that's being off-gassed from your
smoke tree.
You look very nice tonight.
Thank you.
Who is he?
Yeah, pool boy. Not the pool boy, because the pool boy.
Listen, if I could ever have a swimming pool, you can have a pool boy. I want the pool. No, it's no pool man. I like pool boys. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, boy.
All right.
I'd rather not.
I'm pouring hot, oily products. So I'm going to do this kind of away from you into the blender craft.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
So I chose bunny cowda because it is vegetable season, and it's super healthy. I think. I mean, all the garlic, which is, as we know, really good for you, and anchovies, which are really good for you, right? And except for the salt. I don't know. I know it doesn't seem like a summer thing, but it's like it seems like it would be actually a summer thing.
So you don't want me to finish the traditional method?
No, I do.
Okay. I am going to hit it with a goodly pat of butter. Then I'm going to blend it. Then I'm going to return it to the pot because we have to keep it warm. This is the fondue. It's the crudité and the fondue of Italy. Can I borrow your knife for a second?
Well, that's just surprised me.
Which means that we need to keep it, you didn't let me finish, in a pot with heat under it. But because we're using a stunning Lodge enamel cast iron, it'll hold heat. So I'm going to put about that much butter in it. I don't know where the lid for the blender is.
Well, no. Right here.
Have we lost?
You took it off.
Who put that there?
Probably you.
I know. I didn't put that there.
I guess what surprised me is that usually something has olive oil or butter, but not both.
Got to make sure that's off if you're going to do this without the lid on. That's for damn sure. Oh, hell, I'm scared to do that. It's going to go everywhere. Stabs? Gotta go.
She was spry today, wasn't she?
I don't know. She seems comatose.
She does sound more comatose.
Maybe we should give her back to the Humane Society. It's like, there's something wrong with our dog.
Didn't have the pep she used to. Well, how many recipes can you think of that have both butter and olive oil?
Gosh, I don't know. Let me think about that. So, for the bread, I'm gonna let you taste this.
Magna Carta. So excited.
This is, you wanted it.
I did. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. That's salty.
Yeah,
So
but
good.
it's salty in a way that is
Right, and the nice thing is when the vegetables go in.
seductive. So we're gonna keep that in our Lodge enamel cast iron. Do you know, honey, you can get most of their products just by going to lodge.com. And they're located in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. So that's an American company.
Indeed, and relatively local to here. That's a good drink.
What do beavers live in? That's right, a lodge.
We have a beaver.
I'm not going into having beavers. You know, I've lost like 20 pounds, but every time I look at myself from a down angle, I realize how old and fat I am. I would prefer if we did the show from here so that all the skin goes to the back of my head and I look young and effervescent like I did back in the old days. Anyway, so you look at what you've done. So you've got some of my favorite, my very favorite in the whole worldish is, now are we gonna say endive or endive?
I say endive to sound pretentious, but
Well, I'm going to say endive to sound like I don't know what anything. Green pepper, which I'll try, but we'll probably spit it out. Fennel. We've got little pieces of just cremini mushroom because we couldn't find anything else this late in the game. Have you already cut?
Baby Bella.
Have you already cut?
I've not cut that. I thought you were going to show. Oh,
I did. Well, I shaved off all that shit that's all over the counter.
got it.
What I'm going to do is cut up some bread because I'm one gluten-eating bastard, and I'm
Yeah.
going to have me
I'm
some.
going to have to get another plate though. One of mouse.
Nothing. That wasn't anything. I need a cutting board. How are you guys doing? Hey, how are you guys doing? Are you looking at our ceiling? It's not a ceiling.
Nice ceiling.
We have a very small kitchen.
We do.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, nobody needs a really ginormous
I don't really
kitchen.
like that big, ginormous American kitchen. I don't need
I
it.
mean, most of the best foods in the world was probably created in little tiny itty bitty kitchens.
Yep. Although
I'm
they had a
guessing.
really nice one in the movie, Big Night. Remember that kitchen was pretty big.
Okay. All right, well, that's a commercial.
So I'm going to kind of cut
kitchen.
this into fingers without cutting my finger. And I'm going to toast this a little bit, I think.
Bread fingers.
Yeah, you know, for dipping.
I like it.
I mean, two will be enough because you're not having any. Don't forget the cauliflower. You're not drinking your drink.
Guess I'm cutting stuff up.
Oh yeah, I got down into the bedrock.
So
Yeah.
you got to be super excited the chop's on.
Who?
You.
No, I'm not super excited that Chop's on.
I am.
I mean,
You come home, you talk
All the
about
Chopped
it,
people
kind of,
are
but
really
you don't
nice.
tell me stuff.
well,
So then I'm like, oh, now I'm curious.
the hardest thing about being on Chopped is sitting. You have to sit a very, very long time, and the stools are incredible. You would think Ted Allen has a cushion to stand on, but the chairs, they're made so that the front of the stool cuts into the underside of your thigh. I was seriously scrumped out the whole time I was on that show.
You're always scrumptious, baby. No. Okay.
I'm not always scrumptious. Don't say that. We've established what that means. And I'm uncomfortable with it. So I've cut. I'm going to go toast these.
Bread fingers.
Are you okay without me?
I'm going this long. I'll do my best.
But have you been fulfilled?
I am newly fulfilled this late in life. And I'm going to work on the cauliflower. And I'll try not to chop anything off necessarily. So he's super excited because he really had fun with this show, the chopped show.
Oh, honey?
Uh-huh.
I'm toasting those bread fingers in our Breville toaster oven, which quite frankly is the only oven we use about 90% of the time.
That is true.
Matter of fact, at our lake cabin, we don't even have an oven. We just use our Breville toaster oven.
That is true.
Breville. It's French for... What the fuck does Breville mean? Cooking.
Cooking the way it's meant to be done. I have a Breville blender.
We revel in our Breville.
Oh! You had to get that out fast before I forgot it. I have a Breville, like I said, blender too. So, anyway, super excited about Chop being on and his baskets because he's kind of a basket case.
Who is? Can I have a
Nobody.
carrot?
Yes, you have a carrot. And so you're excited about your baskets. You had fun with your baskets.
Oh, they're horrible. I'm convinced that my fans are even more diabolically, maniacally sick individuals.
Did you?
Oh, by the way, ask me what country makes the most disgusting food.
Oh, right now? What country makes the most disgusting foods?
What country do you think?
I think it's probably Scandinavia.
Sweden. Those
I mean,
people.
I know Scandinavia is not a country before you jump all over me. Okay, I was in Sweden.
The cat died.
The Lutka.
So let's cut out its ass and put it in a can with a sock. And then allow the can to buckle from the eternal gases being released. And then let's open it and eat it on something else disgusting.
Cracker thing. Dry rye cracker.
I don't understand.
They seem like such nice people.
They are nice people. They have to be. Because they're so desperate for food. All right, I'm just dipping into this already with just my bread.
Is that why Noma? Well, he's Denmark, but. Right? Oh my god.
Mmm.
So good.
Mm. Oh, you want me to cut the cauliflower? You've already done it.
I know.
Oh,
What do you mean?
I'll put this away then. There.
Oh my god.
So, we're pretty much...
That's all I made?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean...
Oh, what I thought I was going to make more. All right, well, let's
What?
decant it. And
It doesn't get decanted. It gets served in its stunning enamel lodge cast iron vessel.
well, let's take it to the
What's wrong with you? Why would you own something so beautiful and not serve it?
All right, here's your lodge pedestal.
No, I'm just going to put it on a towel because it'll stay warmer longer. Again, traditionally we would have some fussy little thing like a fondue pot with a candle under it. But we don't have anything like that
I
here.
thought somebody gave us a fondue pot for a wedding. I mean, everyone's got a fondue.
No, everybody does not have a fondue pot. Hey, wait, good movie recommendations? Any good movie recommendations? Well, we can tell you what not to watch. That's for damn sure. What should we not watch? Tenet sucked
Or if you watch it,
so hard. Oh my God. Tenet, all the
please explain
dialogue
it to
is
us?
characters trying to explain the script to other characters. That's all it is. And you got it. Elizabeth said at the end of the movie that you wish that technology existed so you could get back the last 2.5 hours. I don't know what language tenant means suck in, but it should from now on. It's like, holy man, I thought that thing was going to be bad, but that whole night was a major tenant. That's what I'm going to be using from now on. So don't watch Tenet. Have we seen anything good lately? We rewatched something over the weekend. What did we?
We watched Amelie.
We rewatched Amelie because Amelie is one of the best feel-good movies of all time.
Well, we didn't have sometimes the internet at the lake wasn't working, and so we have some DVDs and we watched Amelie. And we actually watched a thing from the 80s, which you guys are probably going to roll your eyes at. And I think I enjoyed it, but it's more nostalgic.
You under-enjoyed it?
Well, at the time, it was good at the time. But
It's
not,
dated. But
Of course
good.
it's dated. Check the Bravo. Thank you.
Jack and the Breville.
We watched Desperately Seeking Susan.
Rebel says bread's done, baby.
Red's done. Desperately Seeking Susan.
Thanks to the Breville
Anyone?
intelligent algorithms, my toast is always done perfectly. I'm burning my hand.
I'm sure not
We also watched, my daughter came over and we watched.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm embarrassed that I had not seen Train to Busan. And okay, here's our meal. So this is it. There's the bagna cauda. Can you give me a grade on the bagna cauda? Have you had it with the vegetables? Which of the vegetables have you had?
Cauliflower. It's so good. And healthy, right? I mean, healthy. Okay.
So
Okay. Here's your endive.
there's two trains of thought here, which is that you put the vegetables in the dip long enough to cook it, and then retrieve it. So I'm gonna try that. That I've seen it done. So I'm like, I'm gonna drop that in and forget about it for a minute. And I'm gonna drop in. So it's not just a dip, it's a cooking method, like a hot pot. So I'm gonna take one of these cursed.
You told me to get that, but
Holy crap, what's that?
yeah.
Oh, there's our old. This is the way it is in our house. The new flowers, the old flowers, and a storm's coming. Sorry, you were great, but these are better. What do you got artichokes in here and something that looks like quazzleberries, and crunch berries. You've got, what is this frilly stuff? That's probably what's making me sick.
Smoke tree.
Smoke tree. Sweet
Smoke
God,
wood.
smoke on the water. Well, there it is. That's a hell of a display that you set up for us there.
Yeah, thank you.
So, does anybody want to ask us anything while we're taking a moment? Anybody want to ask any questions about Chopped? Because I know everything now. I know what it feels like to be COVID tested every single day. I got so good at that I could shove that thing up into my brain while I was walking to set. Okay, everybody, everything, slow down. Sorry.
Don't
The
trip.
aristocrats, that's not funny.
No.
I know that.
We
Oh,
all
you're
know
right.
that.
They're more they're snozberries, actually, not crunchberries.
They're gone pre
Did you
or
try
whatever.
it? Did you try it with the bread?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
So good. The
Can you know what we're gonna do with the
fennel's
leftovers
really
of this?
good. What? Eat it?
If we buzz this up with some egg yolk, we would make bagna cotta mayonnaise.
That's a good play. That's a really good play. How many good these episodes? Let me see. This is going too fast.
Yeah, we gotta.
So the movie that you were embarrassed you had not seen,
Train to Busan.
Train to Busan.
Not only a great zombie movie, a great movie in general. I thought.
So
Fantastic.
yeah, I saw it on an airplane for some reason. I really enjoyed it. The birthing table teriyaki. The birthing table is still not the same. It may not ever be the same.
I'm looking out at it right now.
Yeah.
I highly. Could I drop a couple of mushrooms in this for you? Because I gotta tell you, that
Mushrooms
shit's
for a
dope.
shot?
That shit's dope. And I'm gonna have you tried a fennel yet?
I was just eating fennel.
You were just eating fennel?
So this is a really good way to get vegetables in your face, in my opinion. Seriously.
Not to mention small fish.
And small fish in your face. Bacon fat mayo, yeah.
She's up.
She's up.
What do you have, Scabs?
What do you have? What do you have?
A little piece of bread. Okay, here you go.
Oh my God.
Franny?
Okay, the baby bello mushrooms in here are, that is the dough. Because they're meaty on their own.
So you know, those are nothing but overgrown cremini mushrooms.
I understand. But that's what they were calling them. So, I mean, I was looking for cremini and I was like, that's what those are.
This is messy though.
Yeah,
Or is
it's
it just
fun
me?
about it. That's what makes it fun.
The only problem I'm having with my drink is there's not enough alcohol in it. I'm having to drink a lot to get anywhere.
Well, you have to live tweet later, so
Well, that'll be fun.
maybe we'll hold off a little bit. Could be a bumpy ride.
I'll be live tweeting during the 2 Good Eats episodes. I will not be tweeting during the Chopped episode because I'm going to be watching it. I don't have to watch the Good Eats episodes because I made them, so I know what they look like. By the way, I don't know if you remember it. Marrow Minded has my favorite opening scene of any Good Eats.
Is that the
cave.
The cave, yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was gonna do, and all of a sudden I could like literally see the light bulb, boing, go off. What?
There's a light.
Oh, that's not really a bulb.
It's an LED array.
Okay. That happened. Anyway, and then you got all excited and you ran around and you made that happen. But
I don't remember running around. I'm not that frisky.
Don't I know it? Don't I know it? But
Whoa. Pump your brakes, sister. What are you saying?
you said you're not that frisky, and I would agree. But you were very excited about this.
When have I not been frisky?
Okay. I was just agreeing.
I'm
with
frisky
you.
when I'm asleep.
I was just agreeing
I'm
with
frisky
you.
when I'm driving a car.
Okay.
I'm. Record.
It was a really great opening, and you were proud of it, and you made you happy. And
It's a
love
good show,
when you
and
were
I
happy.
love Bart Hansard playing Queen Victoria. Watch it just for Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that. That was pretty wonderful.
It was so funny to see him standing around like at the craft services tent in full Victoria regalia.
He got into character and he stayed there all day
Oh
long.
no, actually he was like blah, 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 blah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this, by the way. I don't think that the carrot really works, but
Uh-oh.
I like carrots.
Why am I eating spread? Yeah, so you a little bit wrinkled your nose when I said this, and you're like,
Well, I shouldn't have. This is a nice thing to do if you were the kind of people that ever had company over. But since we're not the kind of people, all right, I'm going to...
You told me I got it, but I agree. I can't think of anything that green pepper makes better. Why did you say to get it? You did it to yourself. I didn't make you do it. But raw vegetables are, well, actually some vegetables get better by cooking health-wise, but this is a
Nutrition-wise, yeah.
But this is a really good way to get all kinds of vegetables in you.
Scabs
I
wants
know I
more
keep
bread.
pushing that, but it's like, there are very few things that are like super tasty and really good for you. That's not easy. That's not an easy thing. All right, I'm gonna get off that.
Well,
Chills.
I think it was a damn good suggestion.
I try sometimes, but it was really good.
What's wrong with bell peppers? Bitter? No, they taste like grass and ass. Oh, green peppers make Cuban food work. Okay, when they're cooked, like in a sofrito, or they're cooked in the Trinity down in New Orleans, that's different. Another feasting on asphalt, please. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to go that diners, drive-ins, and dives hasn't been? Is there any place to go?
In the U.S.?
Yes. Is there a restaurant connected to a road or highway in the United States that has not already been on
Well, you
television?
know where I would say is Eastern Oregon.
But that's
French
your answer
Glen.
to everything.
I know, it is answer. It's you like, the uniform meat. French Glen, Burns, Oregon. Anybody else been to Eastern Oregon? Did diners, drive-ins,
Look.
and dives go there?
Well, the thing that made feasting on asphalt good is that we didn't premeditate anything. We just
Other than
showed
Europe.
up. Just showed up.
Right,
I mean, we didn't know where we were going.
Right.
We didn't pre-anything. We just showed up.
right. Okay. Buffalo. Okay, but you're talking
Well-
about in the U.S., right? Because they're saying Europe and such. Yeah, Eastern Oregon, where? And
Oh gosh, here we go.
here we go. Old home week.
I'll let you guys talk about Eastern frickin' Oregon.
Oh,
So did you learn to ride ponies on unicorns as well?
no.
We can never do a show like Feasting on Asphalt in Europe because we can't talk. 'Cause I don't speak too many languages. It'd be like Polyvoo. I'm like Brad Pitt in *Inglourious Bastards*. That's my version of Italian. It's pretty bad. We could take my daughter though; she speaks fluent.
Yeah, but we went to Greece, which is probably the least English-speaking country. in
You can
Europe.
speak in Greece by just using your hands.
Everyone did just fine.
The good shit's down in the bottom. When all that anchovy sinks to the bottom, wow, that's good.
Super tasty. So whoever did the vomit thing,
Yeah,
Gold
Barry
Hill.
or whatever your name was.
that's Southern Oregon.
And they
That's-
eat rainbows and poop. What? Wait. Wait, I missed it. Oh, they poop butterflies.
Butterflies. Exactly.
My sister's from Gold Hill, so Oregon. You should come here to Marietta, Georgia. I bet you two would love it there. We're in Marietta, Georgia, right now.
Is that a joke?
Yeah, I think it was a joke there.
Kung Fu Hustle is such a good movie.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh my gosh.
The Beast.
The
We were
Beast.
talking about the Beast just the other
Beast.
day.
That's
Yeah,
who.
the Fated
That's my
Lovers.
Halloween. Is the beast with the curlers and the cigarette hanging out and the.
Oh, that wasn't the Beast. That was Fated Lover.
That was Fated- that was
the,
Fated-
the,
but I mean-
wife. Well, we could go with the Fated Lovers.
Sorry, but she's mine.
She did Dragon's Breath.
So
remember?
good. We could do Arctic Outpost. I agree with that for sure. A field trip to Arctic Outpost.
We can't monetize this show because we listen to Arctic Outpost. Every week we get docked. Copyright.
I thought they were doing like a.
Well, they did 1 week.
Okay. I'm so glad you're enjoying this.
I'm turning into an absolute hog. I need to back down. It's so good.
It's good for you though. It's all stuff that you don't get
Beyond
enough
Eve.
of.
The only thing that's not working for me is the carrot.
I know. Well,
But when food looks so beautiful in an enamel cast iron vessel
by
from
Lodge.
Lodge,
You mix egg yolks with the dip.
that's totally true. Yes, we could whip an egg yolk in there to make it a whole different ball of wax. You want to try it? You'd rather leave it the way it is, wouldn't you?
I don't feel the need to do that.
Okay.
It's got enough richness on its own. I mean, I understand it, but I don't see the need,
All right, one more, then I'm going to quit.
frankly. Okay. The Discovery Plus thing, you don't need it anymore because
So, yes,
it's on
so
actual.
season 2 of the Reloads
Shaolin
went
Soccer is
on.
also very good. Thank you.
What?
Shaolin Soccer.
Soccer is wonderful. Same amazing director. Yes, these shows were on Discovery Plus back in February, but they were never on TV. Where can I get your glasses? Whose? Mine or Elizabeth's?
Oh, yours.
Mine came from Van Brunt Optical in Costa Mesa?
They're
Costa
fancy.
Costa Mesa, California.
Globes.
They're actually made, they're Japanese.
They're the globes.
These are Masunaga. I'm told they're very good. I know that they're comfortable.
As long as you can see out of them. That's
I see out of them just
How many globes
scabs.
does one need? Well, I don't know what one needs, but
I don't know what about needing. I don't need any of them.
we got the Google Maps.
But we like them. Yes, we have a lot of globes.
Apparently
And that's
you're new
not
to the
all of
party,
them. We've
'cause
got,
we had
let's see, we've got another globe
Look
sitting,
at the whole Ferns globes thing. Early
got
on.
another globe right over there. And there's, we have, so I had this hanging rack trying to get a wardrobe out for another project that I was doing that's going to remain nameless, and just never got around to putting the rack away. So every day I come home and I hang my jacket up on that rack. I keep trying to get away from that light in the background, but I can't. So what do you want to do now?
I guess we can answer some
I'm
questions.
feeling frisky
We can answer some questions.
and a little scrumptious. Yes, we can answer some questions. Does Elizabeth make another cameo? Oh, yes. Elizabeth does make a cameo in the second immersion.
Do I?
Oh, look who's come to call now. Scabigail is in tonight's first episode. She's in Marrow Minded. So there's that.
Have you been to Chattanooga Aquarium? Yes, we
Yes.
have, and you love it, and I like it a lot. You dove
I
in
like it a great deal. I've dove in that. I used to work with them on their sustainable seafood program. It was called Serve and Protect, and I've dived in multiple tanks there. It is a wonderful facility run by wonderful people.
It's going so fast. No, I have not been to Thailand, neither are you. Do you go commando? Sometimes you do, but we're not.
Yes. I often go commando in the summer. We have not been to Thailand. Badly want to go. Poutine would be awesome. But Elizabeth couldn't eat it. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Gluten, right?
And the gravy. Yeah, okay. You're right.
But
Oh, look,
you.
all the
Thank
questions
you for
went away.
thinking. Bye.
No more
Oh, well.
questions. Okay.
Oh,
Whoa. Shit, whoa, slow down, kids. Scabigail, yay, Scabigail. What was the worst thing you ate on Chopped? I don't know, but it came from Sweden, I'll tell you that. It was some kind of fermented reindeer ass or something that was horrible stuff. And I spit out a good bit of it. Oh, wait, look, all this stuff's going by. People are giving... Can I watch the new Good Eats on the Food Network app? Not as far as I know. You can only watch them on Food Network, as far as I know, and Discovery Plus. They don't really tell me a whole lot, though. Yeah. So I don't know. Okay. Whoa. What? Alton Brown's thong. I'm not wearing a thong. Best way to eat cicada. Asking for a friend.
So
fried and in a taco, I would say.
people were going to send us some. Is that hell
Nobody
over
ever
now?
did.
Is everyone? Well, because
think it's
people
over.
asked us and we didn't give the address.
Oh, that's true.
We think it's funny. Some people can find. I was like,
How do we slow this shit down? Somebody's got to teach us how to do this.
You already talked about what's on the wrist. It's a.
We already talked.
You have to go back and look.
Will you do Worst Cooks again? No, but I want to clarify something. You're like, why were you so mean and upset on that show? Because I decided to play a villain. Villains are fun. Villains can drive characters. I decided to play the villain version of myself because I thought it would be good for ratings.
But of course, you were just like Heath Ledger, and you lived the part 24/7 while shooting.
Why so serious? I'm like a dog chasing a truck. No, I wasn't. No,
You're method acting.
I wasn't method acting. But I decided to play kind of a. Uh-oh, my Ondi fell apart. Oh, hell.
This one wants love too.
Oh, shit. Well, here. You give me the little one, and you take the big one.
You're a method actor. That's the choice.
I'm not a method actor, but I did decide to play pros and cons of cast iron and carbon steel. Okay, so cast iron and high carbon steel are very closely related to each other, and the only difference is that, believe it or not, carbon steel pans actually have less carbon in them. So they're both forms, of metal alloys. Iron's iron, but with you can make iron with different kind of chemical variants that change the way that they cook. So cast iron is made in such a way that it really does have to be poured into molds or cast.
Poured in the mold?
Poured into molds, whereas carbon steel can be spun, pounded, stretched, and shaped in other ways. So the advantages are great heat retention, and if you treat them right, they develop really, really good cooking surfaces. The downside is they take a long time to get hot. Okay, they're not really great conductors the way that, say, copper or aluminum are. And you do have to be careful how you wash them, although I'm not nearly as cautious as, can I just let her walk on the table, as a lot of people are with theirs. We own both, that's for sure. Your opinion on sea beans. I like sea beans, also known as saphir. I think that it's a crispy, wonderful addition to stir fries and other things.
They're hard to find.
They are hard to find. Sampier is really hard to find. Whoa. Something, these are way too fast. I gotta slow this stuff down. What is there between pizza and focaccia? Focaccia is more raised and pizza's not. Final season of Good Eats Reloaded? No, yeah, probably so. Any chance of rescheduling Good Mythical Morning? I was scheduled to go be on Good Mythical Morning,
Just during COVID.
and then a bug broke out, and they never called me again. So I guess they don't need me anymore. That's fine. I'll take my Revel sponsorship and go elsewhere. How do I fix my pallet? Is that spelled right? Isn't that the way you spell it if you load things on it, like a pallet loader? Yeah, so how do you fix your palate? I don't know.
You can't taste things?
No, I don't think they didn't use that kind of palette. They used palette like loading palette. We don't know how to help you. Okay, thanks for the new cameo. Oh, you're welcome. For those of you that want me to say special shout outs to loved ones, anniversaries, birthdays, whatnot, I am on Cameo. Actually kind of have a lot of fun doing those. I do them all out of the refrigerator. Tequila, the answer is yes. Pallet fertilizer, that's good. Philly ticket on sale info. Are the Philly tickets not on sale yet? I know that some theaters in some states are having to line up their release plans with others. For instance, I don't think any of our California tickets for the tour are on sale. Alta Brown Live, Beyond the Eats, which Elizabeth will be on stage, playing bass and giving me shit.
There's no other way to be.
I don't know who that is.
Andrew Ray.
Who's that? I don't know.
I
don't know.
Oh my gosh, going so fast.
I don't know how to slow that down. We're just not.
Elizabeth
Watch.
Which
We've talked
one?
about this. She's wearing 3, a Swatch and 2 Omegas. She rolls that way. I'm just wearing 1 because I'm boring. And then they went away, and then they'll come back in a big jumpy, like that. Whoa.
What did happen?
What's that? Can you do an episode focused on Squid? We did 2 Good Eats episodes about Squid Pro Quo, and
But we could do
another one that was set on
a
a boat.
quarantine kitchen.
We could do quarantine kitchen on Squid, because I'll tell you right now, you need to eat all the squid you can, because they would do the same. They would gobble your ass up in a heartbeat if they could.
Is there like a squid dip? I'm all about dips these days because that's like a way to eat vegetables. Squid dip.
You want to know what the name of the first recipe that we did on Good Eats about shrimp was called?
About shrimp or squid?
Squid.
What?
Squid Vicious.
Was it a dip?
No, it was a stir fry. I don't know how you would make a dip out of squid, because you have to puree it, and that would be... We need some more squid for the blender. Yes, I visited Cleveland. Cleveland's actually a great town.
Tennessee?
Cleveland, Georgia,
Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland, Tennessee. I've been to all
Fish
of
stew,
them.
yes.
Yes.
Favorite?
You favorite?
Maybe. I don't know.
I gotta
Seriously.
We only have a
I
few
don't
more
know.
minutes.
How many
How many
tattoos?
tattoos? Well, I have 4 tattoos, and Elizabeth has 5 tattoos.
And for those of you that missed it, we have matchy, his and hers. Oop, where'd it go?
Yeah.
Whee! See, hers is much
Knives with
larger.
flowers.
And
I can't see
the new
yours. Yours
QQ shirt. Where is it? The new
There it
QQ
is.
shirt.
The new
is gonna
quarantine kitchen
feature
shirt's
that.
going to have that design on
Paella,
it.
yes.
Paella, we
yeah.
could do paella, although I don't know if we can pull that off in the amount of time. I guess we
No,
could.
we have to prep
Especially
that.
if we did it on the grill. We could do that. Whoa. Current view on farmed salmon and other sustainable seafood. I'm not a fan of farmed salmon.
Well, it's not as so.
It's not
again,
as sustainable as you think. Others are. But
We
not so.
ordered. There's a lot of fish there. This was an interesting thing that happened. I don't know if you've noticed this. So we belong to Sitka Salmon, which is they flash freeze. And it's phenomenally
co-op.
good fish.
Sitka
It's a
Salmon's
co-op,
co-op, right?
and you can go on Instagram.
really
Is where I
wonderful.
found him. Sitka. But it was interesting because last Christmas there was a box that was black cod, right? And it was like
Yummy.
it was like their special holiday box, kind of, I guess. And crab legs and some shrimp, and then black cod.
Wait,
It was
there were
like little
crab legs?
pieces.
Oh, there
big
were. I
one.
remember that.
King crab. And it was like, oh, it's the special. Anyway, this April, one of the early boxes had like huge amount of Pacific cod, which is fine. But they send you, I think they have like a dollar amount value they're trying to hit, right? So we have like I don't know,
75
15
pounds
pieces of, yeah.
of that fish,
But then
yeah.
also in there, which looked similar when you like was just going, was sable fish, which is exactly the same thing as black cod, but they sent
I gotta just call them up
way
and
bigger pieces.
I gotta understand what it was they
and it
were
was
doing because they're
just
technically the
as
same
good.
thing. Technically the
So
same
I
thing.
didn't understand.
How many New Good Eats episodes will you get? 8 if you don't count the 1-hour Halloween special that did air last year, The House That Dripped Chocolate. Do you ever make chaffee? I think, didn't I do a video about chaffee on? I'll have to look on YouTube. Reliable email address for digital gifts. You mean like a finger? I don't even want a digital exam, much less a digital gift. You do have company for dinner, your watchers. We do. You're right. We have you, and
Yeah.
but you don't, and you do bring gifts. Oh, can I show off the gift that came this
Have
week?
you put honey on your pizza?
No.
Yes, since Utah.
So
by this.
somebody, and unfortunately they didn't have a name in the box of who sent this gift, but I want to thank you. Is, oh my God, scabs. Somebody apparently noticed me last week blowing on the yakitori grill. So they sent me,
I love this gift.
it is
Someone-
an analog.
is it
First off,
patent?
this is from a company called Pyro Putty. And so it comes with a striker for starting fires and some little putty stuff. But this is a portable bellows for blowing into your fire. So this is like basically, I could blow. You think I'd blow a dart out of this? Because that would be awesome. So this is for getting down in your fire and blowing on it. No jokes. No. I know what you're doing. I know what some of you are doing. So I want to thank whoever sent it.
You did need that last night, though. I just love that somebody actually like made. What's with the little
I think this is the
ruler?
striker. It measures up to 5 centimeters. It's got a little wrench and then
Why
a
would you
striker.
need to
Because if I
measure?
took that off of there, we could strike a fire.
Why would you need to measure anything?
Because men like to measure things, and apparently
It's a very
nothing
short
longer,
ruler.
nothing longer than 5 centimeters. So we'll just put that back in its pouch. But just remember, you make it longer before you blow on it. I see you. Thank you for the gift. I'm sorry that it didn't come with a note for who sent it to us. We get a gift at least one a week, and we'll keep sharing those.
We are
Even though we
always shocked
don't
and
really
amazed.
want you guys to feel that you need to do that. We like the gifts, but you don't. Having you in our home and then leaving promptly when we hit the stop button is enough of a gift for us.
Well,
We've
yes,
had
I
other
can see
gifts in the
around.
past.
R.I.P.
And-
microphone. Yes, 10 inches. That was way more than 10 inches. That was more like 3 feet. This is 10 inches.
I'm not getting in this conversation. Octopuses are tasty,
No,
but I will
he
not
won't
eat
eat
them. I will not eat an octopus. I'm sorry, I won't. I had an experience, a personal experience with an octopus once.
And we all watched The Octopus Teacher, by the way.
Why the fuck didn't that
obvious
guy
stuff
kick the shit out of that shark? Oh, the shark's gonna eat my friend. What kind of friend lets a shark eat your ass?
That was a great article. And
I'm so pissed off at that guy. If I ever get a chance to meet him, I am going to punch him. Well, I didn't want to stop nature. The article saying, "What are you, the prime directive from Star Trek?" No, you're supposed to be his friend, her friend. That's a shark. So maybe if he's in a house fire, we'll just let nature take its course, right?
right. No canola oil. Why no canola oil?
No, why not canola oil?
No, canola oil is a processed oil. And once you process an oil, it becomes carcinogenic. And as much as I know that's pseudoscience and you can go on all day long about it, but that actually is the
I didn't say that. I know a lot of people don't like it. I've read a lot, and I'm
A
still
lot
I'm
don't.
on the fence. But there are so many other good oils.
Yeah, why-
Do you feel that way about safflower?
So basically, it's extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, ghee,
Ghee. What about peanut oil?
no, MCT, and coconut oil
Okay.
are the truly.
The problem with coconut oil is it makes everything taste like coconut.
I don't
Avocado
disagree.
oil does. Really?
I don't
Well, it's because
disagree.
most of
I
it
said I
is
don't
okay,
disagree.
because most of it is not refined. It's mostly cold press. The refined stuff. So I would just soon have light olive oil.
I do not disagree.
I love how this couple can have differences, but still love each other.
Well, if that's enough to make you not like somebody, I will not be married to someone who does not understand why canola oil is bad for you.
And I won't be married to anybody who eats an octopus.
I don't eat octopuses.
Okay, you don't.
But yeah, see, you're Julie Wright Costa. Good things.
What? Oh,
Ghee.
you like to use ghee? Yeah, ghee. Now, I still don't quite understand. I suppose it's because some people think that once you've removed the milk solids, that the fat is better for you. And you do, of course, remove
That's
the
what
milk solids
happens.
during that process. So I assume that people think that it's the milk solids and the milk sugars that will certainly cause lactose intolerant people. So most lactose intolerant
ghee
people
is
can eat
considered
ghee.
like if you're like non-dairy, you can still eat ghee.
I need a
Supposedly.
toaster oven. Are you really happy with the Breville? Actually, all joking aside, we freaking love our Breville toaster oven. No joke, and we're not.
I've never had a toaster oven or a toaster. I cooked everything, and I made him. I can't believe you haven't had it before, but my grandmother used to make, my mom, and then the cinnamon toast.
I had never had cinnamon toast. I thought cinnamon toast crunch was just a cereal. I'd never had cinnamon toast.
But I did it in the Breville because it's on broil, and it was really great. And my mom's oven broke, and we gave her the Breville, and she was like, I don't know what to do with it. And now she's like, it's my favorite thing in
It's
the whole
like
kitchen.
$250. You can get one, and they're like, we don't do much other cooking. I mean, if we've got to bake something big or roast something big, and its broiler is not as powerful as the one in our big oven, but other than that, we're Breville fans. Love it. Love it. Cinnamon toast is so good. I could not believe how good cinnamon toast was. And I don't know where, I guess my parents didn't love me because nobody made me any freaking cinnamon toast. What did you do with the air fryer? We gave it away to somebody we don't like. So we've been on now, let's see, you want to stay on a few more minutes? Because we have to get ready for Chopped. So it would really be nice if you, what about popcorn? Pull that back. I don't like Instant Pots. I like pressure cookers. Can you talk about sweet corn, varieties you prefer? Now, you're from up north, so
I am a Silver Queen.
Silver Queen. Silver Queen straight down the line. I've had, and I think that the thing that I like so much about Silver Queen, which is a variety that we certainly, I grew up on once I moved to North Georgia and went to school with kids that weren't wearing shoes, is that even when it's sweet, there's a slight grassy vibe.
Silver Queen is hands down. And
I love it.
the kernels never get chewy. My grandmother used to make creamed corn, which I adored.
Oh, cream corn with the Silver Queen?
Yeah. Well, that was in middle of Tennessee.
Do you like defatted nut powders?
I don't know anything about them. Wow, what do you do with them?
That sounds scrumptious. Why would you defat a nut? Did they say powder or butter? What?
Powder.
Why would you use powdered nuts?
Well,
Watched it this morning. I don't know what that means.
We've been having conversation. It's like because of reasons that we can talk
Elizabeth,
about at some point.
we can have a whole show sometime where we can talk about some of the health challenges that you have faced in the last 2 years, which have been very real and very drastic.
And when, life throws you lemons or cicadas or whatever, you got to figure out what to do with it. So, there are all kinds of different ways of thinking about food and even like some of you things that you sort of assumed, you haven't had to do the research in the same kind of way. And now that you're looking at them, you're like, oh shit, I had no idea, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, nut powders, I mean, there are all kinds of things that I don't know
what you would do. Somebody keeps asking if I like Chinese food pizzas. Yes, I love pizza. Will you do QQ during tours? Yes. Just so you know, once we leave for the Beyond the Eats tour, we will be doing, of course, we'll be on stage in wonderful cities around the United States, playing to you folks on Tuesday nights most of the time, but not all the time. But we are going to do shows from our bus. And we may even do a little QQ thing during the show on stage. So,
Well,
our streaming's all
we
screwed
were
up.
going to, I still think we should bowl.
And we're going to bowl. Where did you get this bowling thing? Because neither of us bowl. So.
Well, first of all, most people suck at bowling. I mean,
Arctic Radio is all screwed up now.
I don't know what's happening.
That's all right.
There's a sunspot or something up north. I don't know.
Most people are bad bowlers?
Yeah, so we're talking about like the American experience, right? So like diners and drive-ins and dives that you went to, like again, we're going to these smaller towns, and the thing is, and we've gotten emails and I've gotten DMs and all this other stuff. It's like so many people have their sort of quintessential place, like the bowling alley, right? Like it's, I don't know whether it's most small towns or medium-sized
Have a
cities
bowling
have
alley and a skating rink.
I'm not skating. I think
I'm not
skating's
skating.
a bad
No,
idea.
That's a very, very bad idea. We'll come out on stage.
No.
Very
With like banged
fucked
up. No, but a bowling and there's food and it's just like it's a good meeting place. And I think it's kind of where America. It's Merca. Like I mean, they don't have bowling alleys in Europe like that. They just don't. Like you don't.
Well, the bowling alleys would be very, very short. They have pétanque alleys and what's the other?
It's such a quintessentially American
ball.
thing, you know. And
It's actually created in England,
bowling
though,
shirts, bowling ball, well, bowling, yes, lawn bowling.
Yeah.
You know,
But bowling
rules,
alleys.
French, yes, but actual bowling alleys, like we think of, I mean, that's an American thing, and they serve terrible pizza, but they're part of the American experience. And I just thought, if we go to these small towns or medium-sized towns, Milwaukee's like bowling central. I mean, like in Laverne and Shirley, or I don't know. Anyway,
Are we going to wear rental shoes?
hell no.
I'll wear
no,
rental
no,
shoes.
no.
I don't
You
mind.
said you wouldn't. I don't
Europeans
think
have small balls.
you will.
Or they because of lawn bowling. Yeah.
It's a different kind of bowling.
Yeah, that is a different kind of bowling. They don't get very scrumptious there either. Wait, here we go. Logged into Discovery Plus. Which Chopped episode? No, dude, watch it on television. Television. You don't have to have Discovery Plus.
This is the whole point.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for joining Discovery Plus, even though it's not my thing. But the point is, what's exciting is that this is actually on real TV.
We don't have Discovery Plus. We don't have a membership to Discovery Plus, but we have cable so that we can watch TCM and Food Network when I'm on it.
Yes, we're gonna buy shoes.
We're
by
gonna
the way.
buy.
It's-
No, I'm
yes,
gonna
it
wear
is.
rental shoes. Oh, what restaurant are you designing?
Several. One in Charleston, one in New York City, one here in Atlanta, two in Atlanta. I've said no to a lot of work because I'm gonna be on a bus.
Playing bass.
Yeah.
So a couple of people have asked what we cooked tonight because they said that they missed it because they were stuck in traffic. So we hope that you'll watch. We made a bagna cauda, which means hot tail in Portuguese, but hot bath in Italian. And it's basically, here's the remains. It's basically nothing but an awful lot of garlic, oil, a little bit of butter, an entire container of anchovies. And it is freaking amazing. We dipped all kinds of vegetation into it and also some bread.
It's easy to make. It sounds exotic. It tastes exotic. The anchovies mellow out a lot.
Oh, the heat does that,
Yeah.
and the oil.
And the oil. So it's not like a anchovy pizza, which I actually really adore. But no, the anchovies mellow out a lot, and it's a great way to get like raw freaking the best vegetables in you. And the omega. I'm sorry, I'm like doing the Wenny thing, but whatever. The omega 3s, all that shit.
If
Like,
you're doing the Gwynny thing, you wouldn't be putting it in your mouth.
anyway, I'm just saying.
Well, Gwynny talks a lot of.
I don't know what that meant. Okay, not a fan. Whatever. How are we gonna do like close since we can't do the?
No, because we've tried to do Good Night, Sleep Tight, and May Your Dreams Come True, but we keep getting in trouble for it.
So I say good, you say
Night,
night, sleep,
tight,
pleasant,
dreams,
2.
you,
Here's a
wish,
and a
prayer,
that I be
dream,
come
true.
And now
Until
we
meeting.
again.
Adios.
Au revoir.
Auf Wiedersehen. I got a Wiedersehen. I'm so proud.